Good morning. I am Charles Clark, and on behalf of the students and staff at Bath Elementary School, I would like to welcome you to our annual Veterans Day Ceremony. Although we were not able to have this event in person, we still wanted to have a program and recognize our veterans, the holiday, and what it represents. This is a long tradition of Bath Elementary School, and it was an initiative of Mr. Jack Wallace, who served as the principal of Bath High School and Bath Elementary School for many years. Mr. Wallace was a Korean War veteran and a longtime resident of Bath, North Carolina. Speaking of our veterans, these are two young men that made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. On the right, U.S. Marine Lance Corporal Jonathan Kirk died serving his country on May 1st, 2007. And on the left, Army Specialist Joel Taylor died serving his country on June 25th, 2008. Both of these young men and their families will always be remembered for the sacrifices they made to preserve the freedoms we are able to have. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Bradsher's third grade class, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm Mr. Bradsher, teacher at Bath Elementary School, and this is my third grade class. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem immediately following the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome. My name is John Catawar. I'm one of the social studies teachers here at Bath Elementary. And once again, it's an honor to be part of Bath's Veterans Day Ceremony. If you recall, my speech of last year was about the history of Veterans Day and the duty and service of the men and women who answer the call to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. On this, the 38th anniversary of the event created by Mr. Jack Wallace to honor this day, it is an honor and a privilege to say a few words. I would like to acknowledge the sacrifice our men and women in uniform commit to when they agree to serve this great nation. We as a nation only focus our collective attention on our veterans twice yearly, on Memorial Day and again today on November 11th, Veterans Day. We take a pause from our dailies at the beach, our picnics with friends, our gatherings with family, to remember that 1% of our population that takes the oath of service. On these 2 days, we might honor the sacrifice such service requires, both during times of peace and during times of war. However, Our attention quickly fades back to our social media threads in our everyday lives, giving little thought to those who keep us safe. We quickly forget that our veterans make sacrifices for this nation the other 363 days of the year. It's the missed birthdays or anniversaries, separated from loved ones by thousands of miles and oceans. The sacrifice that missing a child's first step or first word, or the loss of the years of events that marked a child's journey from childhood into adulthood. Families of service members never get that time back. There are no do-overs for their personal lives for those who serve. It's the endless cycles of deployments that put strains on marriages and relationships that these veterans are forced to endure so we, the protected, can go about our daily lives without interruption. During the age of COVID, our men and women in uniform have to endure even greater hardships than before. Young recruits now have to be quarantined even before they start their training cycle. They endure interruptions in that cycle as COVID cases inevitably cropped up. And in some cases, these future soldiers, Marines, and airmen even have to sleep in the barracks in masks, just so that they can complete their training so that they may protect us. The reason people serve this great nation is as diverse as the nation itself. Some serve out of a sense of duty or family tradition, or lack of economic opportunities, or to prove that they should be enfranchised. Still others hope that their service to our nation will fully enfranchise themselves into American societies. These veterans wish to be judged not by their gender or the color of their skin, but their commitment to duty, honor, service, and country. For example, the female pilots who ferried fighter aircraft during World War II to military bases. They were known as WACs. People did not believe that women had the ability to fly high-performance aircraft, yet they proved them wrong. Still other groups, like the Japanese Nisei of the 442nd Regimental Combat Team, who fought for this country while their families were interned in camps, wanted to prove that they were Americans first and just happened to be Japanese by ancestry. They ended up paying an incredible price in blood to prove that point. Eventually, they will be awarded the Presidential Unit Citation, one of this nation's most highest honors. And still other groups, like the Triple Nickel, the 555th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne, an all-black airborne unit that was forbidden to fight in Europe because of racism. Yet they sacrificed here at home, fighting Western wildfires created by Japanese incendiary bombs, becoming the first smoke jumpers on a different type of war. At the same time, they were fighting second-class citizenship. They were protecting this nation here at home. What mattered to them was that they were willing to lay down their lives upon the altar of freedom. Just like anyone else, all they asked for was a chance to prove themselves. For many veterans, the sacrifice does not end when they are separated from the military. Many struggle with the loss of the support that is forged through military service. These bonds are created over shared experiences of misery and loneliness and boredom, a unity of mission or purpose. But once these bonds are broken, they become isolated, and some struggle to find a new purpose in civilian life. All too often, our nation turns a blind eye to the plight of veterans, beyond the occasional thank you for your service, or cheering them during the biannual parades of Memorial Day and today again on Veterans Day. So please, don't just remember them today and then go back to your news feeds and your selfie-driven distractions. Instead, I beg you to honor the sacrifice they have made by sending care packages to the men and women who are serving currently around the world. Support veterans organizations like Angel Wings or Veterans Families United. There are countless opportunities for you to help those who are and are willing to protect this amazingly great nation. All I am asking is for you to sacrifice a little time. For them, not only the 2 days out of the year, but the other 363 days, to honor what they have done for all of us. God bless our veterans, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Bath is very proud of our men and women who have served and those presently serving our great nation. We would like to recognize some of our current active duty military personnel and hear from Captain Grant Fath with the United States Army. Machinery Technician, 3rd Class, Chase Brooks, United States Coast Guard. Private, 1st Class, Cameron Cahoon, United States Marine Corps. Staff Sergeant Jared Caton, United States Air Force. Sergeant Dominique Franks, United States Army. Wesley Gammon, United States Marines. Major Brandon Peniagua, United States Army. First Sergeant Corey Peniagua Sr., United States Army. Private Corey Peniagua Jr., United States Army. Technical Sergeant Jordan Peniagua, United States Air Force. Captain Sloan Smith, United States Air Force. Specialist Marshall Stale, United States National Guard. Lieutenant Hayden Tankard, Signal Corps, United States Army. Senior Airman Madison Tedderton, United States Air Force, now Captain Grant Fath.
Hey, good morning. My name's Captain Grant Fath. I hope everyone's doing well back there in Bath. I'm a 2005 graduate of Bath Elementary, so go Pirates. I'm currently serving as commander of Alpha 21, General Support Aviation Battalion here in Fort Riley, Kansas. It's a member of the 1st Infantry Division. It's one of the most historic divisions in the United States Army. It was founded in 1917, right before World War I. It's been proudly serving our nation's Army ever since then. So it's a real honor to be in this historic division and also to be able to talk to you guys today. Again, I'm from Bath. I grew up there, had an awesome time being a pirate, just like you guys are. One thing I do remember as being a former pirate was the Veterans Day Ceremony that was always put on growing up. I remember sitting in the same bleachers in the gymnasium there, seeing the ROTC guys come down from the north side and put on a terrific ceremony to honor all our nation's vets, especially in the local area. No doubt this ceremony and this simple thank you played a tremendous role in me now being in the service almost 8 years now, and it's an awesome event that you guys put on every year, and I'm glad you guys are still continuing it. Like I said, I'm currently here at Fort Riley, Kansas. I'm a commander and a Black Hawk pilot, sitting in one of my aircraft here today. It's a UH-60 Black Hawk. Many of you guys have probably seen on movies or anything like that. It's an awesome aircraft. Love what I do. Love the people that I work with and get to lead every day. It's truly an honor to lead soldiers and be part of a great team like United States Army. No doubt it all started back in the same bleachers that you guys sat in. And I know that flame was first started there. A few things that I always remember from, for Veterans Day that I think we should always do. We should always thank a veteran. I ask that today that you take a little time, thank a veteran, someone that you know, whether it's a family member or not, and just say a simple thanks. Whether they served in the Army, Air Force, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, whatever. Just simple act of kindness goes a long ways. And and lets us know that the American people really care and they're behind us. So if you can, please go out and do that today. We appreciate everybody's support. I know all the people who paved the road ahead of me as far as giving their life for the service of our country. It truly is an honor to be part of the line that's defending our great country and democracy today, and I don't take that lightly. A few points that I've learned since being in the military that really helped me out as a leader is obviously leadership, number one. There's no place like the military to get leadership experience and work with people on a day in and day out basis. Number two is teamwork. It's probably one of the best organizations. I know growing up I played sports, and this is just kind of an extension of that, being on a great team, going out and serving one another each and every day. And then number three, probably the most important part, is the relationships you learn. I've had a lot of great relationships here in the United States Army that I've gained over my 8 years of service, and it's truly been an honor. It's been an honor to deploy in the service of this great country, and I serve alongside many great soldiers that have answered our nation's call and service to our great country. So overall, I just want to say thank you again for allowing me just to share a few words with you all today, and go out and thank a veteran, and I just appreciate your guys' time. Go Pirates!
The flag floating ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our great country was originally founded. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran departing our ranks and who gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature. As American citizens trusting in God, it is Him we turn to in times of peace, as well as in times of war, for His divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country. In the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies, whether they be found within or without the boundaries of our republic. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who had entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our mother for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood. It has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that has molded the character of the men and women who have made this country great. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, who has also given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. The 11th fold of the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon and glorifies the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold represents an emblem of eternity and glorifies God the Father, the Son, and Holy Ghost. The 13th and last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God we trust."
In front of our school are two memorials in memory of some of the World War II veterans that passed through the halls of Bath High School and an Operation Iraqi Freedom veteran that passed through the halls of Bath Elementary School. These individuals gave all in defense of our freedoms. This marker pays homage to the memory of these valiants who gave the last full measure of devotion to their country during World War II. Jack Alexander, Leland F. Brooks, Joseph C. Burbage, David Ebram, William Elliott, Johnny L. Jones, Johnny Moore, Albert Wesley Pinkham, Garland Radcliffe, George R. Tetherton, Willie Gray Wall, Julian J. Waters, James G. Winley, Joseph Eugene Woolard, Carl Kelly Gerganis. This marker honors the fallen hero of Operation Iraqi Freedom, Joel Taylor. Lastly, we recognize Mr. Jack L. Wallace, Bath High School teacher, coach, principal, and Bath Elementary principal. Mr. Wallace served in Korea from 1951 to 1953. He was awarded the Bronze Star, Silver Star, 7 Combat Stars, and the Korean Medal of Honor. God bless our veterans.